what? No. I'm gonna go turn this quest in, then I'll head back down to the shuttle hold. And then I'll... Sweet. Go elsewhere. Also, I was having a look at the wiki, and they're talking about how many high elves are even left in the world. Um, Artists purged a lot of the high elf population. Then a lot of them went blood elf. A lot of the ones that went blood elf then went with Kael'thas. So yeah, the high elves that are remaining are remnants of a dying society. They were theorizing that it could be like, 10,000 left. Probably less after Dalaran crashes, given how many of them are part of the Silver Covenant. Suppose I can get why they didn't want them being a player race. Then again, they do have Void Elves, but part of me wants to say, well, Void Elves are spun as minority. Well, so could the other guys be. What's the problem? Oh, I have to head down to Forest Song in East Asher. Forest Song. I'm tired. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah. Guild's trying to get a Uber's run going. And I'd love to join in, but I'm still too low level. I think it is straight up a 60s dungeon. Not all of the dungeons added in this current phase are, 60 content. Some of I could go run a bit of Dharma Mall, but most of the stuff is 60 content. I would like to go run Dharma Mall East, because I could get run Tom Tuber Surprise, and that is int food. Gives you 10 int. And the materials for it drop from that dungeon. And only there. They turned to face me, but they're not engaging for some reason. Oh, that's annoying. Still aggroed. You gather Paladin's remains as carefully as you can, recalling that at least his spirit may have been released from any pain or suffering that might have been forced upon him. You pick up the sack carefully and prepare to make your way back to Jasir Moonbow on the border of Felwood and Asherville. Over the Paladin will be given the proper respects once you pass his remains on to his friends. Mithril, meh. For whatever reason, these guys will aggro, but they'll never actually attack you unless you get into melee. I'm gonna try and just leave and see if they forget about me. Breaking line of sight, just moving away, hiding. Damn. I was hoping by bubbling I would need to force them to come to me and then leash. Finally. Now I can rest. Bit of bread got wasted there. Delightful. Jesus. I shouldn't have done that. It's fine. One, two, three. See? It all went fine. Heal up. I am gonna have to use Aranicus again when we go in here. Okay, he's the focus of my issues. Or maybe I should do her, then him. Definitely using Aranicus all the same. Okay, that went well. It's a little iffy. I had to use a potion, but that was that. One, two, three. One thing that is really annoying is like the way Warcraft 4 was before was that the novels you would get and whatnot were supplementary. If you got a Warcraft novel, it was supplementary to the lore. It taught you extra about the lore that maybe they couldn't get into a game, or whatever. It taught you extra stuff, or here's another storyline or whatever. But now you have to buy the novels to find out what bits of the games are actually canon and what quests were just barefaced lies. Like, oh yeah, you totally did that quest and whatnot, and it's like, yeah, no, none of it was canon. Lord Howlbane. Or Bane Hollow, sorry. I feel as a Draenei main, I can't fully condemn retcons, because I do enjoy having my Space Smurf. But at the same time, I do disapprove of like all the constant retcons they do to the story, and how now you have to buy secondary books. Like you playing through the campaign, playing through the quests, and paying attention, it isn't enough. That's not enough to actually know the lore. I just keep really hoping that there's another way out. But playing through the quests isn't enough to actually know the lore, because at any point Chronicles may disagree with it, rightly or wrongly. It could very well just disagree with what you've just done. So yeah, it's beyond frustrating, because when I'm doing this stuff, I want to know that whatever quest I'm doing is canon, is part of the story, not that it could be retconned at any point. It's just frustrating. Great, I accidentally aggroed one of those glitched casters. means I can't heal. Oh, nice! The Revenant shoulder is finally sold. Tempted on leaving them kill me. I'm glad I didn't have to do this in a rush. I've been DC'd. There we go. Depending on when I DC'd. Ah, there we go. I died against an enemy I couldn't have even aggroed. I know, now I can't do Anne for 10 minutes, but gives me time to get down here and oh, actually I think there's a quest in the northern half of this I was meaning to do too. I don't care. Well, I've got resurrection sickness, I can't do Anne. I'm just going to run down here and turn these in. One, two, three.
I need to get closer.
Infernal Sentry. Are the bodyguards still around? Nibli the Almighty.
Hey!
Value my presence, insect. Surely you can feel the power I hold over you. Nibby. Well, I'm glad I didn't join a dungeon run. One, two, three. With regards to the bearmen here, I'm kind of tempted in trying to grind their rep, but I'm not sure where I should do it. Should I go to Winterspring? Should I try and grind the northern camp, the southern camp? Mm. The southern camp probably eventually times out as a viable source. You could probably still grind them for feathers and get rep turn-ins there, but if you want to be getting rep with the kills as well, then you're probably going to have to hit northern camp or the Winterspring camp.
How may I aid you? Ancestors watch over
This is the head of the leader of the Shadow Council Felwood. Without Feldan, the Shadow Council will hopefully lose focus and start infighting. Struggle with one another for control and hoard assets for future plans. That will be an opportune time to devastate them and their demon slaves.
walk with the earth.
Our mother be praised, Gurek, thank you. This is a great day indeed. Shadow Council will be hard pressed to scale to the same levels of power they once held with this blow to their hierarchy. You've done a great thing this day. What I have is better, though that is a nice bit of gear. And that also is a nice bit of gear, but what I have is better. Largely. That extra agility is nice.
Winds be at your back.
How may I help?
How did things go in Jadenar,
Be
Guruk?
careful.
You've done it. Owen be praise be to Owen and whichever powers you worship, Guruk. You have done an honourable and noble thing this day. I'm certain Arko Narin will be pleased that you not only took the time to save her, but also slay the creature who tortured one of her best friends. Wish I could do more for you, but please, take this. Same work.
Good luck, friend. Ishnu Dalbi.
Thank you for all you've done, Guruk. May Owen protect you and guide you on your path ahead.
Stars fall.
And that's me done with these quests here. There's a silver hand charger here. I'll be munching on oats. Could this be Ananias's horse? If so, where could he have gone? Think he likes you, Guruk. Looking for his owner, he headed north. I think he said something about Blood Venom Falls. If you see him, tell him he'll have to come and collect his horse soon. There's a foul air blowing tonight. I can feel it. The music is lovely. King's blood. This really brings me back. It's all just kind of painful, honestly. One, two, three, four, five, six. But yeah, I remember requesting here back in the day on Palanai. I was saying about this before. I was doing some quests here, and my aunt was trying to get into Winterspring. She'd she'd far leveled ahead of me, and she needed help. So I ended up working with her to kill the Timber Maw enemies, the corrupted furbolgs, till we had enough standing to get into Winterspring. And again, I wasn't fit for Felwood. So what I did was I tried. She was a She had a hunter at the time, and so she had a bear. The bear would tank for us, and I was trying to keep the bear healed. But I was pretty low level, so the whenever an enemy would respawn, they were close to us, they would immediately rush me. And if she couldn't get the bear on them in time, I just died. So yeah, it brings me back. It brings me back. Different days. Different days. The balance of nature is a delicate one and easily tipped. Are you brave enough to make things right? Yes, Kurik. But Wood has been through much hardship. Thanks for what you've done. One day we may be able to reclaim Velvet Wood from the corruption. Every kind deed helps.
May the stars
The Forsaken are the undead arm of the Horde. The corrupt in Dashenville, working at their ruins and their barrows. We believe their goal is to spread disease amongst lands and night elves. Must confirm this. Forsaken have a camp south of here, near the Dor Danil Barrel Den, where they create poisons and diseases and place them in bottles. Fight your way into the camp and steal a bottle of disease. Return with such a bottle, test it, and find its purpose. You know, it does rain. If you want those bookshelves to last, you may want to, keep them inside. On a different note, I do remember I've spoken before to how I moved schools when I was younger. Whenever I moved schools, it was always because of bullying, pretty much. I left my first school because of it, and I left my third school because of it. Me leaving my second school was because I was done. I had reached the end of my time there. Same with the fourth. Graduating in both cases. But, in my second school, it was an old building, and around back there was like little steps up, and if you went in the door there, you got into the corridor leading to the teacher's room. Ugh, take two. You could get to the teacher's room through the main building, but you could get in that way too. They probably kept it locked though. But up those steps was shelves with old books on them. Never knew what the books were. I was always kind of curious, but I typically forgot about them. And yeah, they were out in the weather exposed. They were just old books that were forgotten and left there. They've been noted and pointed out, but nothing really came of it.
peace, friend.
So yeah. If memory serves, I remember it then being pointed out to a teacher, and the teacher saying that, oh yeah, they've been there for years. So, but it's been so long. We're talking about over a decade ago. Oh, actually no, certainly more than a decade. 17 years, nearly 20. Yeah, nearly 20. Those sentinels over... Greetings, Paladin. Those sentinels over there have allowed me to share their camp as long as I promise no trouble will follow. I'm sure you can appreciate the need for diplomacy while here, yes? I'm investigating the disturbances to the land, and since it aids their cause also, they've agreed that my presence here will only aid the tenuous alliance between all of Azor's races. If you wish to aid me, then I'll appreciate it. Regardless, please try to avoid causing any trouble.
Ancestors watch over you.
Long ago, the Highborn were some of the most powerful students of the arcane that the Night Elves ever produced. Corruption that comes along with such studies caused great harm to Night Elf society. It caused great harm to Night Elf society and greatly affected all of Azeroth, as I'm sure you well know. From Sentinels, I would release spirits from their bonds as I find them. If you do the same, I am sure that I can ward you some. Spirits haunt the Shadow Song Shrine to the northeast of
We
here.
shall meet again.
The Sather, a disfigured, evil aspect of Night Elves, now infect the sacred lands once travelled by Cenarius. I cannot speak for the Night Elves when it comes to all of the atrocities those demonic creatures have committed, but I've sworn an oath to the Earth Mother to aid the elves in ridding the land of such a nuisance. I'm sure you would prove yourself if you aided me in purging them. Northeast of here you can find the Haldar clan. Turn to me after you tested yourself against their power.
May the eternal sun shine.
Apparently there is treacherous night elves here, blood elves here that you can fight as horde. You can fight them as alliance too, but that was, but the blood elves that have appeared as enemies before their actual release into in Burning Crusade. And here is Gatekeeper Rage Roar and a large gate. It's even significant enough to appear on the map, but it's all dirted over. You can see the frame of the gate, but the entrance, the actual mouth, is full of dirt. And people say it lines up perfectly with here. It cuts right under Winterspring and Hyjal. But yeah. And even then, a part of Hyjal cuts under is right under the tree. So.
Greetings. Be careful. Vishnu Allah. The next.
Alright, I think I should probably just head back to the playgrounds. The reason I was questing these areas was I was finding it easier because the playgrounds are kind of swarming. So I was kind of just getting ganged up on, and with my limited AoE potential, I was having a hard time. I remember having some add-on that would tell me how long it takes to fly from place to place. Ooh, there's a ton of updates after coming out. Though some of them could be just for mainline, because so many mods are fused. Beautiful. Just got another add-on. Real UI. Oop, it's already on. Beautiful. So if I talk to you,
What brings you here?
tells me how long it takes to get to places. These are unknown.
Del Nadris.
Would be nice if my flights down would actually add to the. Should have just gone in to the south, whatever. Say if I fly an unknown flight point, and now we know the time. It would be nice if it actually just noted that. But here are the NPCs for weapon crafting. Found them when playing, doing a solo grind.
Greetings.
Here's Sorrel's Scourgebane. Back off or cut you in half. Corruption.
Have a good one.
I'm sure with you it's for a reason. Plans for the creation of the Great Blade Corruption have been stolen by the Blackguard. Elite scout units of Baron Rivendare. Yes, Baron Rivendare of Stratholme. The Blackguard swordsmith now guards those plans with his undead. Slay him and return with proof of this deed, and I'll train the ways of swordsmanship. The Blazing Rapier. Ugh.
For the Alliance. Can I help you?
Teach me. For which comes swordsmith, just
See you
ask.
around.
What is it?
Hammersmith. Just ask
Dark
nicely.
lady, watch over you.
Don't get too close, Gurek. I'm liable to fumble and bash your brains open when to face my hammer.
Trust no one.
Within the confines of Scarlet Bastion lies sweet serenity. The Crimson Hammersmith guards the recipe with his life. Defeat him and bring me his apron. For that I shall train you to become a Hammersmith. Understand this, once you've chosen the path of the Hammersmith, the paths of Swordsmith and Axesmith will no longer be available. Not a bad hammer.
Goodbye.
Greetings, man.
Seasoned veteran you once were. Kilram can make you this again. I know you're capable, you merely need to ask and I shall teach you the way of the Axesmith.
Spirits
Aha.
be with you, man. Stay away.
Don't let her beautiful you, Paladin. The Shadow Huntress, Vosh Gajin, is deadly in the ranged. Kilram points to the scar on his face. Aye, she gave me that. A love tap, she called it. Time for vengeance has finally come. You can find Vosh Gajin in Blackrock Spire. Slay her and return to me with her snake stone. Do this and I teach the ways of the Axesmith. Dawn's Edge. I'll be going swords. Oh well, I should pick it up right now.
See you later. Be careful.
Now
Hey, how you doing?
I could do the quests here, but I'm not sure. Wigglesworth. Have you noticed the abandoned camp to the south here? Looks like the wild game went crazy and destroyed just about everything they could find. A rumor that one of the survivors' attack is resting in Starfall Village, west here. Curious about what happened, aren't you?
Have a good one.
It's trouble with Winterspring. Why, sure, I spend some time out in the wilds and I know about these things. I'm always proud to say it. Consider the hours I spend out in the hills to be golden. I hope to cultivate quick reflexes, cool head, and a keen eye. It takes judgment, brains, and maturity to appreciate wilderness in the way that I do. And what was I talking about? Ah, yes, trouble. Seek Devana Snowden at the hot springs to tell you more.
Glad I could help. Time is money, friend.
I'll get the last laugh, they'll see. Oh, hi, Paladin, I didn't see you there.
Pleasure doing business with ya.
Oh, hi, Mark. My friends are always coming up with great ideas. I've never felt like I could match them until today. I just drew up plans for something great. If you promise not to tell, I'll let you in on the secret. I'm gonna make a mechanical yeti. Not only are my friends gonna be freaked out when they see it, when they get over that, I know they'll be impressed. I need thick yeti fur from the ice thistle yeti to start with. Will you help? Find them southeast.
Yo. I'm out of range.
How you doing, man?
Ah, human. I possess great knowledge of the world, and how to create charms of great power.
Spirits be with you, man.
Ah, I can tell just by looking at you. You'll be wanting to make a lucky charm. Mao Ari always knows. To the south you'll find a canyon, and giants made of solid ice. These giants can be carrying them, but you can always gather the shards yourself from the canyon. These shards have a powerful reflective quality. Bring back 10 frost mall shards, and the lucky charm will be yours.
You be careful, man. You come get the voodoo.
God damn you.
Be good. Hello.
I fought a Lordaeron during the Great War. I was lucky to escape before the Scourge swept through my homeland and turned it into a plagued nightmare. I was lucky, but my family was not, for they were all killed during the Battle of Darrowshire. Darrowshire is a village in eastern kingdoms nestled in the southern hills of what is now the Plaguelands. We go there and search for my family. I miss them so much, especially my little sister Pamela. Please, find her for me.
See you around.
Okay, Lance, you're gonna need to cry again for me. But you don't care about this dungeon quest.
Can I help you?
Come on, sob.
Farewell. Need help?
Come on, sob. Sob on command. Good girl.
Aha! Potential customer.
Same line as the Booty Bay merchant. That's it. Ugh. I hope the price of the dark iron bars stays up. For a bit earlier it jumped up to 39 gold, but now it's dropped back down to like 32. Just under. I hope it goes up again, because I need it to be at least 33 to sell some bars. For others, they can go at a lower price, and I still make a profit. But obviously, the higher, the better. And I'm not crazy enough to start trying to buy bars myself to artificially raise the price. That never works out for me. I could get it to work out, but it needs some insane cash, and pick something that's very popular. A friend of Ivy Leaf Runner. Nice to meet you, Gorik. Story behind Kaltaril is one of a cursed race, bound to a place where they attempted an unfortunate ritual. The Highborn that you'll find there once stole a sacred artifact, believing that they could siphon its powers for themselves, becoming even more powerful. In their efforts, the relic shattered in a huge explosion, driving the pieces below the ice of the lake. Speak with Jaren Stone Shaper if you would like to learn more. He's recently visited the area and can tell you more.
Good luck, friend.
I got disconnected. Alright, let's just lie here and enjoy the music while we wait for the game to crash. Not sure what's up with this. It's really frustrating. Could be my internet. I've uploaded over 400 gigs. Well, I've used over 400 gigs of internet. Now, it rarely goes over, say, 10 gig when it's just using the phone. So it could, a number of that is using the phone's internet to play videos and whatnot. And to play WoW right now. But another part of it is just the uploads.
Great to meet you.
It's just straight the uploads. Sorry. So part of it is phone, could be phone use, but then a part of it is like watching videos and playing WoW using the phone, and then the rest of it, uploads. Vast majority of it is uploads. Vast majority. I had a look at before, and like the playing WoW and watching videos wasn't taking up much at all. It barely went up. It was only when I started doing uploads did it suddenly spike. Being part of the Explorers League, I've been hunting for artifacts in the area. Winterspring is said to contain very magical items. Most are highly guarded.
Off with you.
Well, sure, I can tell you more about Caltrill. Mind you, now I'm no historian, but I can tell you about what I saw there.
See you soon.
Highborn spirits are miserable creatures, that's for sure. They're still searching for pieces of everything that cursed them to Caltrill forever. Stone relic. If you're that interested, take my pick and go south to the lake. See if you can gather pieces of it from within the ice. Now, I can't tell you a thing about what you might find, but I know someone who might. Aurora Skycaller. She dwells in the North Pass Tower in the northern part of the Eastern Playgrounds.
Watch
Ugh.
your back. Safe travel.
Aye, what can I do for you?
Off with you. What can I do for you? Safe travels.
Hey there, lad. I was chased from my cab in southern Winterspring by some bloodthirsty wildkin. Well, I suppose I got too close to some the wildkin were guarding, but I managed to get away safely. Fear a buddy of mine wasn't as lucky. Would you mind braving the wildkin and heading to the camp? I really need my supplies. I'd also like to get back the amulet I unearthed yesterday at the dig site.
See you soon.
Okay, yeah, it's disconnected again. I'm not sure what's up with it. I think I may have to leave it. Someone else was complaining about getting DC'd earlier, the game being unstable. I know it's fine, but it seems to be my turn now. No, I'm kind of knackered now anyway, so it's not really a loss. I was wondering if I was going to doze off anyway. So, I'll call this here. I hope you've enjoyed, and I hope you join me again soon. If there's anything you'd like to tell me, please let me know in the comment section below, but until next time, love and peace.